Я рада приветствовать вас на пресс-конференции IBA, которая проходит здесь, в Дубае. Меня зовут Мишель Кун, я бывший боксер и спортивный обозреватель на Ближнем Востоке. Спасибо всем за то, что пришли сегодня в главное спортивное управление ОЭ и приняли участие в онлайн-трансляции через Zoom. За последние
IBA has made significant progress in its governance, refereeing, and judging integrity, finance stability, and overall development. Today, we will sum up all of the reforms and innovations, as well as speak about the future of boxing. Let me introduce our special guests. From the UAE Boxing Federation, Secretary General, Mr. Hassan Al-Hamadi, and President of the International Boxing Association, Mr. Omar Kremev. Now I give the floor to Mr. Hassan Al-Hamadi for a few welcoming words.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بالأصالة عن نفسي ونيابة عن رئيس وأعضاء مجلس إدارة اتحاد الملاكمة، نشكر في البداية الهيئة العامة للرياضة على إتاحة الفرصة لنا في إقامة هذا المؤتمر الدولي الخاص للاتحاد الدولي للملاكمة. وكذلك نرحب بالسيد عمر كريموف رئيس الاتحاد الدولي على إقامة المكتب التنفيذي في دولة الإمارات، فنرحب بالأعضاء والمكتب التنفيذي وجميع الأخوة الحضور في هذا الملتقى الرياضي. بتمني لكم ولجميع الأخوة الأعضاء في الاتحاد الدولي التوفيق والنجاح، وشكرا.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Hamadi. Now let me invite President Omar Kremev to give a few words.
Я рад приветствовать всех, особенно в Дубае. Дубай – это такая страна.
I'm very happy to see you all today at this press conference. It's international platform where any country can visit. Every person, every sportsman. Thank you very much for the government of the UAE for those opportunity that it provided for the sport through the associations. I'm very glad that we all gathered here, the board of directors of IBA, our well-respected sportsmen.
Before we get started, I just want to introduce our panel. You've already met IBA President Omar Kremev. We also have multiple world champion professional boxer Roy Jones Jr., world and Olympic champion Estelle Mosley, and defending world champion from India, Nikat Zareen. I give the floor back to President Omar Kremev.
Ну, я еще раз хотел бы сказать всем привет огромный, особенно нашим журналистам, что освещают бокс. Спасибо за ожидание. Я приношу извинения, что пресс-конференция чуть перенеслась. Но я знаю, что
I'm well aware that 50% of the development of any sport highly depends on the journalism and media. And thank you that you are interested in boxing and write about it. We all know, and it's not a secret for everyone, there are two famous sports, football and boxing. But everybody knows that boxing is the king of the sport and highly respected sportsmen.
Пресс-конференцию, будут здесь задавать вопросы, мы будем отвечать. Сегодня у нас очень много новостей.
We have a lot of news. In Emirates, we are planning to open International Boxing Center. Also, we are planning to open the first International Boxing Forum, where we will discuss the discussion of the box worldwide, and within the framework of the forum, all the champions can visit it, Olympic champions and professional coaches and presidents of international associations. It will be open platform where we can communicate and answer all the questions, with the main task to be transparent in our community. As you can see, IBA is very functional. It became the best federation in the worldwide arena. It helps in national federation, it helps to the boxers. We have organized a lot of competitions on the high level. We have transparency of judicial procedures, but there is a lot of work to be done. Birmingham Games, the Belgrade World Champion in Turkey. Thank you to Professor McLaren work. I think everybody knows that we said goodbye to the old team, because Professor McLaren conducted investigation and they found the guilty parties for the entire situation of the 2012 and 2016 Olympiad. It was Siki Wu. It is the past of the association. He's forbidden from visiting the competitions, and definitely we trying to eliminate that person from the boxing picture at all. IBA is fighting for the honesty, and it will defend every sportsman in order to for the best sportsman to win. And I'm very happy that our ambassadors are together with us. Mr. Roy Jones join us here, and they will try to develop boxing and to protect the interest of our organization IBA. So you are more than welcome to ask any question. We will answer transparently, and your questions will be answered by my colleagues and by me. I would like to reiterate one more thing. IBA today is the boxing home, functioning for the benefits of the boxers and the coaches for the International Federation. As well known, IBA has taken the decision that there will be no fees for the federal for the fees. So IBA task is not to take the fees, and more than $8,000 were paid to the sportsmen as a prize. More than $5 million were helped to the National Federation. And we help sportsmen to participate under ABA flag in different competition with some problematic countries where the sportsmen have no chance to play for their country. We help those sportsmen to overcome their difficulties by financing, including, and help the sportsmen to reach to the events and to participate in the events. And our main task is boxing to become the most popular sport in each country. That we can become the most transparent organization, which we are already, but we have little bit more work ahead. Today we have new team of the directors, and their work is very effective. I would like to appreciate and express my interest in the transparency of boxing.
Также президентов континентов
Also, we have new presidents of continents
очень сильно работают.
who working very hard in the interest of boxing.
Сегодня IBA стал
Today,
боксерским
IBA
домом, и мы
became
будем
the
продолжать.
home for boxing, and we will
Чемпионат
continue
мира
to develop
среди
in
юниоров
the
проходил
same
в
area.
Испании.
We will have
13-14 числа у нас
the
открытие.
competition of the boxing in Spain
Испанская национальная федерация и
with the help of
правительство
Spanish
Испании
National
всё
Federation on the high
подготовили.
level.
14 ноября открытие.
It will be open on 14
Также
November.
у нас чемпионат
We
мира
have a World
среди
Championship.
мужчин
The
в
men
Узбекистане.
World Championship will take place in
За первое
Uzbekistan.
место
For the
200
first
тысяч долларов.
place, gold medalist
Два раза
received
повысились у нас
200,000.
призовые.
It will be double comparative with the previous year. I understand that every sportsman
Первое – это выступать, когда играет их флаг и
needs
поднимается
to fight for their flag and for their anthem. And the second,
медаль.
of course, is the medal.
Я сам занимался боксом, я
As
знаю,
a
что это такое.
former boxer, I know what it means for the
Помимо того,
sportman.
чтобы он представлял свою страну, он еще должен
Apart from the representing his country, he needs some
И эту
financial
возможность мы
remuneration.
предоставляем
And this
сегодня нашим
possibility
спортсменам.
we are given to our sportsmen
Чтобы родители, когда отдают в бокс,
because
они
of the
знали,
parents, when they give their son to the box,
Что
they should be aware that their son,
спортсмен может
as a
достичь
sportsman, can
высоких
reach
результатов и
heights
заработать на свое
as well
будущее,
as
на свою
earn
семью.
for his future family.
И действительно IBA сегодня
And
социальный.
really, IBA is like social
Мы собираем
help,
детей с
social
улицы
elevator. We raising kids from the street
и делаем из них
and
примером
making them
для
as an
молодежи.
example for the youth.
Это главное, одна из
And
главных
that
наших
is
задач.
main objective of our organization.
Спасибо. Мы
Thank
можем, в
you.
принципе, начать сегодня.
I think
Коллеги
we can
скажут еще больше, расскажут.
Start our conference, and our colleagues can discuss more and explain more about the work. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Спасибо, господин президент.
Recently, the boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. launched a campaign, #StandForBoxing, to support boxing's Olympic future. He has also launched a petition on change.org website so everyone who loves boxing can have the opportunity to support it. Roy, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Glad to see you all here. As you all know, I was robbed of a gold medal back in 1988 in the Seoul Olympic Games. And it was a very rough time for me, a very tragic feeling that I never will forget. So now I'm so excited to see that things have changed. With this situation, boxing could have been dead, but with the help of Umar, what he's done through IBA, we still have a chance to live in our sport. Our sport has so much deep history, so much going on behind it. So many people have come from it. And to see him come in and change the way that the old regime worked and turn it back around to give it to where now we have what IOC asked for. They asked for fair judgment, they asked for financial stability, they asked for government regime, whatever. He does it all. He's done everything that they asked to fix this. So now what I don't understand is why nobody want to talk about the fact that he's done all he can to fix it. They still want to talk about the past, but the past had nothing to do with him. I could talk about the past because I was done really bad in the past. The past has nothing to do with that group. It's now what's happening today and for tomorrow. Boxing has a future. If we don't join right now, that's why I started the Stand for Boxing thing. If we don't all come together right now and save this sport, we're going to be in trouble. Boxing at the Olympics can't be touched. It's the best thing in amateur sports to me. When I was a kid, my dreams were to become an Olympic champion first. That's how my career started. That's how legends start, from the Olympics. So for me, if we don't all get together, get on the same team, unite and fight for the betterment of amateur boxing, especially at the Olympic level, boxing's gonna be dead. If you think about it, if it wasn't for the Olympics, If it wasn't for him coming in now, changing and making it possible for IBA to step up and do things to make it better for the whole sport, we may not have a Roy Jones Jr. We may not have a Floyd Mayweather Jr. We may not even have a Muhammad Ali, because that's where we all started from. So thank you, and I hope you all pay very close attention to what he's saying and what he's doing, because he's putting his best foot forward to save our sport. Thank you, and God bless y'all.
Thank you, Roy. Today we also have a great champion in women's boxing, Estelle Mosley. She has an Olympic gold medal and World Championships title. Now she shines in professional boxing. Estelle, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. As you know, the Olympic boxing played a huge role in my career. It shaped me as a boxer, gave a boost to my professional path. It's, in general, it's true for men, but it's more true for women. When the Olympic Games, when the women boxing came in Olympic Games, we see the difference. It reduces the inequality between men and women. My career wouldn't be so outstanding without my Olympic gold medal. I can't imagine the Olympic Games without boxing. I would like to advocate my beloved sport and secure its future. I also see that past is left in the past. IBA has revived, and I'm happy to be a part of the organization. I urge the IOC to think twice and not exclude our beautiful sport for Olympic Games. As you know, the next Olympics will take place in France, my home country. I would love to take part in the Games, but the qualification system is still not really clear now. The IOC claimed that they have approved it, but none of the athletes saw the details. Finally, we don't know if the weight categories proposed earlier by IBA are in force. As a professional boxer, I have a right to take part in the Games, but would I have a fair chance to participate? Would the qualification system proposed by IOC be fair for all professionals and for all boxers? I have already achieved my Olympic dreams once, but I want more. For this, I am ready to fight for my sport, for the boxing that shaped me, that gave me all what I have now. If boxing is out, millions of children's dreams are ruined. Millions of kids will be able to change their social status and help their family, thanks boxing. I hope my voice will be heard. Thank you.
Thank you, Estelle. I will now give the floor to Nikat Zareen. She won her IBA World Championships title this year in Istanbul and continued her success at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, claiming another gold. Nikat, the floor is yours.
Good evening to everyone. First of all, thank you so much. I would like to thank IBA for giving this opportunity and inviting me here today for this press conference. So I would like to tell my story to you guys that I started boxing in 2009. Basically, I come from a Nizamabad district. It's a small hometown in Telangana state in India. And I belong from a middle class family, from an orthodox society where people think boxing is only meant for boys and girls are not supposed to play boxing, because if they spoil their face, if they break their hands or body parts, so no one will marry her. So, but you know, since childhood I was very stubborn, and I asked my father that I want to prove everyone no girls are equally strong as men. So that day I decided to take up boxing, and my father has been very supportive towards me in my journey, and through their support, through my family's support and everyone, today I'm here and won my 2022 World Boxing Championship. And I also faced injury in 2017 where I had to be out of boxing for whole 1 year, where people started saying that I would not be able to come back again because they say boxing is all about shoulder, and if you break your shoulder, then it's very rare chances to come back. But I proved everyone wrong, and in 2020, after lots of hard work and sacrifice, I won gold medal at IBA, Women's World Boxing Championship. And IBA is like my home, and me being an athlete, I feel safe here. And I would like to thank, and I'm grateful to IBA for the prize money they have given me after my World Championship win. With that money, I will buy a house in Hyderabad city. It was one of my dream. So as a boxer, I am always there to support my sport, and we are here to support boxing. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Nikat. Journalists, now it's time for your questions. Today we have media on site, and we also have it online. We have an online moderator who will give the floor to those, and I'll be moderating your questions here in Dubai. We will give the floor first to the on-site journalists, and in turn with our online guests. Please introduce yourself and your media title, then ask your question. Is there anyone who would like to start? Please raise your hand.
وليد فاروق وكالة أنباء الإمارات. سؤالي رئيس الاتحاد. قلتم أن خطتكم المقبلة في الاتحاد الدولي مساعدة الاتحادات الوطنية من خلال تطوير برامجها ومسابقة.
Улучшение планов Национальной Федерации организации соревнований. Так как у нас проходит эта конференция в ОАЭ, какие ваши планы на будущее, какие проекты в будущем вы рассматриваете для улучшения и работы также в ОАЭ? Спасибо. So first, I would like to say then in the United Arab Emirates, the International Boxing Academy creation is taking place where worldwide sportsmen can visit it, because here we have all the conditions and background for each country to participate, and not only as a sportsman but also as a sport manager can be trained, different judges, referees, ITO can be trained. Also we can have qualification improvement for them, and our team will be working on marketing in a different direction for the improvement. We would like to make UAE as a central hub for the boxing, because here people like boxing, here a lot of tourists, and it makes an attraction for this country, for the UAE. It will attract the sportmen, because boxing is one of the most popular sports. Only it can bring people together in the stadiums. Also, we would like to make headquarters of IBA here, and that will be in the hands of the national federation. Countries will take decision on that, and as per my opinion, the United Arab Emirates is the most comfortable and right system, because almost there is no taxation. You can make a central platform for the development of the sport, and any national federation can come here. This country has no visa requirement, with almost 203 countries that can be participant in this event, and there will be no visa problems. It's a unique platform where we can have forums. From 9 to 11 December, we are trying to organize this international boxing forum with participation of international boxers, with the professional and Olympic champions, world champions. Also boxing functions, stars, actors, and everybody who cares about box. At this forum we will discuss and take decision on the boxing development in each country, with a meeting of the national federation where they can meet face to face, they can make round table to discuss all the issues of the qualification, and there we will have B2B meetings, face-to-face meetings of the different sportsmen. They can meet me personally where we can discuss boxing development and to protect the interest of the boxing. As today IBA have completed all the recommendation from the World Boxing Committee, and today we have no issues at all. Only one matter left is we have to coordinate. We have to coordinate and unite together and coordinate all kinds of the sport, and for each particular kind of sport on this platform we have to fight. Today we have taken the decision to allow all the sportsmen to avoid any discrimination in any country for the sport, and only they can decide to participate on the flag of their country in any sport. And our main task remains that our sportsmen must be the best, and we as an international association have to create these possibilities and platform for the future of the sport. As I already said, this is the boxing home, and for that we working and trying to be transparent. Emirates is the best place for it. We have big plans and intentions. Here we will have a Diamond World Champion Tour, and here we will have the first IBA competition with the financial remuneration, where we can see the competition of our sportsmen for this prize. So, as I said, UAE will become the historical and boxing country, the capital of the boxing of the world.
We'll now take a question from the online.
А сейчас вопрос от онлайн. Скорее всего, технические неполадки, а в то время...
What else can be done to make sure that boxing stays in the Olympic program? What else can be done? Do we believe that athletes can be a real force in helping solve the problem and keep boxing in the Olympics? For you, yeah.
Yeah, I think athletes definitely can be a force. We have to come together as athletes to show what the Olympics meant to us, how detrimental it would be if we didn't have Olympic boxing. That was the start of so many great careers. So many people, legendary fighters, have arrived from the Olympic Games because it's a special sport, it's a special event that only happens every 4 years. With that being happening that way, the people who have gone, such as myself, which is why I started the Stanford Boxing Campaign, we all have to unite and come back and remember we were kids once eyeing the Olympics. That was our first goal, was to be able to represent our country in an event that only happened every 4 years. That made it so spectacular because it's different. And now to see that that sport may be disqualified from the Olympics, that's a very tragic thought to me, because if I didn't grow up eyeing the Olympics, where would I be right now?
Thank you. Well, back to the on-site journalists. Anyone else have a question? Please raise your hand. I have a question for Estelle here. How do you plan to combine your duties as a professional boxer as you prepare for the Olympics?
How I think about what into this? Can you repeat the question, please?
How do you plan to combine your duties as a professional boxer and prepare for the Olympics?
I think it's really good to give the chance to a professional boxer to come back in the Olympic Games, because time give a lot of possibility to separate these two. It's not two sports; it's one sport, and in the mind of people, amateur is one sport and professional is another sport, but it's one sport, and we will be more, we will be stronger together. But for this, we have to plan to know how professional boxer can come in amateur, and it need to take time. It's why I say in my speech, now we don't know how professional can be qualified for Olympic Games, and it's really bad because we need a lot of time to come back in amateur, and we need time to perform in amateur. It's really not the same timing. It's not. It's the same sport, but it's not the same sport. You understand me? And it's why it's important to give the same chance to professional, a clear program for her, how he can qualify, and to make the possibility to everything to understand that professional and amateur was the same sport.
Thank you. Anyone? Yes, we have a question here.
سؤالي للبطلتين الحاضرين معانا، هل تتضمن جهودكم توعية بنشاط الملاكمة النسائية في العالم بصفة عامة أو في هذه البقعة من العالم المنطقة العربية؟ هل تتضمن أفكاركم أو خططكم جهود للتوعية بالرياضة النسائية، الملاكمة النسائية تحديداً؟ شكراً.
Да, к женщине вопрос. Да, Стелла. Итак, я боксер, я участвую в конкурсах, в соревнованиях, и поэтому я служу примером для будущего поколения в моей стране, и со своей стороны я постараюсь наилучше помочь.
Opportunities I'm getting. So in that, I will try to perform well and give my best and win gold medal for my country and inspire the young girls and boys out there and inspire them to take up boxing. So that's how I, promote boxing.
I don't hear the questions.
The question was, how can you raise awareness to make sure there's more equality in boxing for females
Okay.
internationally?
I think first is our example, because independent of each person, each thinking about each person, we train hard and we go to the competition, to every competition. We turn pro when we have the opportunity to turn pro, and we give our best in this sport. Some women to do a lot of action for this sport. It's the case of me. I go in France in school, in Africa too. I go see boxer in the gym, and men and women, and I give my example and I speak with her to give the possibility and the opportunity to think differently. And I think it's really important to know that we can be an example for the women. And it's like this, I think, we can increase the mentality about this sport, and we can reduce inequality in this sport.
Did that answer your question? Okay. Now we're going to go back to Zoom now and get a question from there. For our online press, if you could raise your hand.
Owen, you have a floor.
Yes, Owen Lloyd from Inside the Games. This is a question for President Kremlin. You say that you want to move the IBA headquarters to the UAE. What message do you think that sends to the IOC that you're leaving Switzerland? And on that note, what is the status of the IBA's bank account in Switzerland? Thank you.
Какое сообщение, про что вы имеете в виду?
Owen, President is asking, what exactly do you mean? Could you please repeat?
So you said you wanted to move the IBA headquarters from Switzerland to the UAE. What message do you think that sends to the IOC that you are leaving Switzerland?
Ну, мы, во-первых, штаб-квартира остается в Лозанне. Мы делаем штаб-квартиру УАЭ,
We are making the headquarters
создавая
in
академию.
UAE by making the academy, where we will conduct trainings. We will create such a platform where all national federations can participate. Currently, not all countries can arrive to Switzerland. Thus, our office in Switzerland is still functional. And in the United Arab Emirates, we created such a platform where 203 countries can attend and arrive here as a participant, as a members of IBA. We create all the conditions for the training of the referees. ITO, and other management. Here we'll create a big platform for that purpose. And we are not making it for such some messages or challenges. We are making it for the comfortability for our national federations. So they feel comfortable and our sportsmen feel comfortable and members of IBA association. We created all the favorable conditions. We doing the same on each continent. We create the academies. Soon we open it in Asia and on American continent. We send positive vibes, and our task is to create academy in each country with the favorable conditions and have the representative office of the IBA that will give a positive impact for development of the boxing sport. We send only positive message to the entire sport community. We are developing boxing in each country. And United Arab Emirates is the one of the best platforms for this process, where we can create the best conditions with the participation for 203 countries without any obstacles. Активен ли ваш счет в Швейцарии, счет IBA? Yes, we have 2 IBA accounts. All are functioning and working very well. Today you are asking very weird questions. You have any other information, please share with us. Да, хорошо, спасибо. Хотели бы еще задать вопросы? У нас еще вопрос онлайн. Hello. I will ask my questions in English, in Russian.
Значит, ситуации с расследованием господина Макларена,
So you have two questions. The first of Mr. McLaren investigation. Will the data from this investigation data given to the investigation department, and how is the communication between IBA and the working group of International Olympic Committee? Do you have any information on that? Thank you for this.
Конечно, IBA,
Of course, IBA,
нам надо было поставить точку.
As IBA, we have to make the full stop in the case of Professor McLaren and his team.
Мы покончили со старым.
We thank him.
Кто в
We
этом
have
виноват.
names.
Это Сики Ву,
It's Siki
который
Wu,
привел и 12 год, и 16 год.
About 2012, 2016. Corruption cases inside IBA. He created financial problems in IBA, bad management, etc. As per the Olympic Committee, by the member of Olympic Committee, he was the member of it, Mr. Siki Vu, and I think it's their job to investigate till the last moment regarding Siki VU, and within our internal matter of the organization, we excluded and
И как бы
eliminated
персона
all
нон-грата, чтобы этот
the
человек никогда
participation
не
of
мог
CQBU,
участвовать
and
ни
we
на
made
каких
him
турнирах
persona grata, that he can never participate in
и
any
не был приглашен
competition
ни в какое на
and
собрание
will never be
федерации.
invited by any national federation.
Это не только наше решение, это
And this
просьба
is not
боксеров,
only
тренеров,
our standpoint. This is the request from the referees,
чтобы этот
from the
человек
coaches,
больше
from the boxers,
даже
that
по
this
телевизору
person
ему
should
запрещено
not
смотреть
be
про бокс.
watching
И
TV,
в интернете
boxing on the
тоже.
TV or on the internet.
Касаемо взаимодействия с Международным Олимпийским комитетом, у нас
Interaction
генеральный
between
секретарь
Olympic
ведет эту
International
работу.
Committee, we have the
Больше
secretary.
он расскажет,
He
потому
has
что я
more
больше
information
занимаюсь
on that matter because I'm
работой
more involved in the matters
развития бокса
of the
в странах.
development
Это
of the
главная моя
boxing
задача.
in
И
the
создание условий
countries
для спортсменов.
and creating favorable conditions for all the boxers.
Do we have any questions here from the room?
Есть ли еще вопросы?
معاكم خديجة العبدولي من الهيئة العامة للرياضة.
Меня зовут Хаджижа Абдуль.
السؤال
Я представляю Главное управление спорта. Вопрос касается подготовки IBA для проведения чемпионата в 2023 году. Какие подготовки идут для этого
IBA уже
мероприятия?
подготовила, есть календарный план, и чемпионаты будут проходить в рамках календарного плана. Хорошая команда сегодня у нас.
So we have a good plan, we have a good team in place. Mr. George is a general secretary who's responsible for the preparation. We have only one question left for the Women World Championship. And soon we are planning to tackle this problem, and we will announce which country will be hosting this event. I would like also to add that
Estelle отвечала по поводу гендерного равенства.
Estelle answered about gender equality, and IBA today is the one of the main organizations that follows gender equality and protect our women
И делает это очень эффективно.
in such an
Мы,
effective way.
добавили весовые категории.
We added weight categories.
У нас призовые
We have
одинаковые на чемпионатах
prizes
мира.
for the women and the men and the women the same. We don't divide the prizes.
Мы являемся сегодня
So we are
примером
one of
касаемо
the
гендерного
example of the gender equality.
I'll take another question from Zoom.
Еще один вопрос будет из Zoom.
Ludo, you have a floor.
Yes, hello, Ludo Sainz, notified from the United States.
Я Люда Notify из США.
Mr. President, I want to congratulate IBA for his strong unity now, and also, to face the injustice of trying to keep Olympic boxing out of the Olympics, the next Olympics. I want you to please expand in regards to the question of discrimination. It's unprecedented. The IBA now is going to allow that all athletes are able to participate in all competitions, it don't matter their countries. We applaud that, and we would like you to please expand on how you all, as a board, came out to this very important decision.
Вопрос мне? Можно еще раз повторить вопрос? Вас что касается условия созданной или
What you're exactly interested
участия
about the
спортсменов?
conditions of the participation of the sportsmen?
Ludo, it's a question to you. Could you please repeat exactly what do you want to know? Is it about participation of athletes or?
Yes, you just mentioned that IBA came out with a decision now to allow all athletes, all boxers to participate in all IBA competition. It don't matter their nationality, which I believe is a very important decision, and it's really a forward decision for the unity of the sport, especially Olympic boxing. How the board and you came about with this important decision, can you explain and in regards to the importance of being able to do it this way, to be able to have a more inclusive sport in Olympic boxing?
Я хочу первое сказать, что, во-первых, поблагодарить совет директоров. Мы Международная боксерская ассоциация, которая занимается спортом. И все знают, что для чего существует спорт. Это тот инструмент, который объединять должен людей. Это тот инструмент, который должен нести добро, который должен нести мир всему миру. И Международная боксерская ассоциация сегодня демонстрирует своими решениями о том, что мы за то, чтобы не разделяли людей, а объединяли людей. Тем более, когда вопрос касается наших спортсменов. Я до этого говорил, для спортсменов важно, когда играет их национальный гимн и поднимается флаг. И наша задача спортивных функционеров защищать интересы наших спортсменов. Чем и занимается IBA. Мы не должны быть чьим-то политическим инструментом. Где начинается спорт, там заканчивается политика. Где начинается бокс, там заканчиваются конфликты. Мы призываем всех к миру, к единству. И чтобы люди по всему мире больше говорили о спорте. Спорт – это то направление, которое несет человеку хорошее будущее, хорошее настоящее. Люди, которые занимаются спортом, они не болеют. Каждая страна борется, чтобы иметь была здоровая нация. А это и есть спорт. Спорт – это по всему миру несет добро.
Because all around the world, if we talk about sport, we bring the goodness. In the charter of each national federation is written to protect the sportsmen, to protect sport.
Чем мы и занимаемся?
And this is what exactly we are doing.
Своим делом мы защищаем своих спортсменов, и мы
Business,
призываем
we support
все
our sportsmen, and we call to all international organizations and associations to protect sportsmen of their countries, to protect their rights.
Спортивные состязания
During the competitions,
заканчивались все споры и
all
конфликты.
conflicts
У нас в боксе
should be over.
бывает соперники друг друга не любят себя.
Sometimes in the box you see that the competitors don't like each other during the fight, but after the boxing fight is finished, they hug each other and they become the best friend.
Я хотел бы, чтобы весь
And
мир,
I would like the entire
все
world,
народы между
entire
собой стали
nations
лучшими
become the
друзьями.
best friends as well.
Здравствуйте.
спросить, как идет подготовка со стороны IBA на чемпионат мира, который пройдет в следующем году в Узбекистане?
Можно еще раз повторить вопрос?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Как идет подготовка на чемпионат мира, который пройдет в Узбекистане в следующем году?
Ну, на я, во-первых,
First of all,
хочу
I would like
поблагодарить
to
и руководство
express my
страны, и народ
gratitude to the
Узбекистана, и
Uzbekistan
Национальную
governance and
федерацию
to the
бокса
peoples of
Узбекистана
Uzbekistan and National Boxing Federation of
за работу и за
Uzbekistan for their
подготовку
work
чемпионата
and
мира.
preparation for the
Я
world
уверен, что
champion.
этот чемпионат будет один из лучших.
I'm sure it's going to be the best
Чемпионаты у нас
of the
категория
events
выше и выше
because every champion we are increasing our
После
level.
Белграда, я думаю,
After
Узбекистан
Belgrade,
сделает
I
еще
think Uzbekistan
сильнее
will become
и лучше
stronger
чемпионат.
and
Тем более у нас
better
уже
championship.
призовой
Especially,
фонд
we
поднялся
have
в 2 раза. За
doubled
первое место у
our
нас уже
prizes,
будет 200 тысяч долларов.
$200,000
Так
for
что
the
этот вопрос, я
first
думаю, во время
place.
чемпионата зададите спортсменам.
I
Я уверен,
think
что
you
каждый
can ask
спортсмен и
this
тренер
question
будет отзываться
to the sportsmen, to the
если
coaches,
взять по
and
баллам на все 100 баллов.
they will claim 100% preparation.
We have another online media question.
Mr. Jonathan, you have a floor. So Jonathan, can you hear us? Okay, then we finished with questions from Zoom.
Do we have any more questions here in the room?
Если вопросов нет, это очень хорошо. Значит,
Questions.
если
It's
вопросов
very
так
good,
мало,
because
и если
if there are
вопросов
so
нет, это
less
говорит о
or
том,
so
что
little
IBA сегодня
questions,
самая
that
прозрачная
states that
организация,
IBA is the one
которая
of the
работает
most
очень
transparent
хорошо и
organization
эффективно
functioning
в интересах
effectively and
своих
very
членов.
well protecting interest of its
Я хотел
members
бы
and
сказать
sportsmen. And I would like
спасибо
to add
огромное
my
всем, кто участвует в
big
развитии
thank you
бокса,
for the
все те,
entire
кто
development
бокс,
of the process of the boxing sport and
за популяризацию нашего
for
вида
the
спорта.
popularization of our sport. Thank you for Miss Estella. Thank you for your active participation. That box remains everywhere, not only in the Olympics. We will stay for this together. Thank you, Mr. Roy Jones. Thank you, Ms. Nihat. Thank you for flying over here. Thank you for your participation. We are increasing in our numbers. We are millions who love boxing. And today, more than 1 billion people loving boxing. And in my opinion, nobody will be silent if they try to exclude boxing from Olympics. And as a boxing community and organization, we'll do everything possible in our power that boxing will be part of the Olympics, and we'll try to protect this idea. And the most important, that International Olympic Committee and all the sportive members should hear and listen what is happening, how IBA is working, and its whole work has been done. I don't like comparing, but I would like to say that today the people with the limited abilities, those who cannot see, those who cannot hear, they see how the boxing is being developed. And they are grateful to IBA for this
с ограниченной ответственностью. И обращаются ко мне и говорят, давайте еще среди нас также проводить
And
бокс.
they offer to include boxing also in this
Другие спортивные функционеры, я
process.
уверен, должны уже видеть и слышать.
And I'm sure other
что
sports
IBA
functioning shall understand and hear that IBA is the best of the associations. Thank you for everybody.
Thank you very much to our speakers. Thank you for
Большое
your time and
спасибо
questions.
за всем спикерам, большое спасибо за ваш